Welcome back, folks. We got another great show today. We are going to review. I didn't realize how many shows we did, Walt, for this season. It's season 5 in review,
Hmm.
and we're just excited, man. It's so cool to look at this, right? If you're a first time listener and this is the show you're listening to, then that's awesome because we're going to tell you what all these little nuggets we passed this season, and you can go back and listen to the good stuff and get your notepads out because there's so much. Walt,
Hmm.
what's up, man? How you doing today?
I'm good, man. Like you said, it surprises me. I didn't realize how many episodes we did.
I was
This,
like, what
this
is
is
this
gonna
guy doing?
this is gonna be like our 22nd episode in total for season 5. I think this is the most that we've done to date
Correct.
any season
To
because
to
it's
be
just flown
fair,
by. Yeah,
we this includes our true payroll crime series, right? Those that gets wrapped up in our seasons, it's episodes. So to be fair, folks, we've added this other show, so that's what kind of expanded the season for us,
yeah,
and it's just been amazing. This season has been defining for us,
yeah.
right? We've made leaps, we've grown by leaps and bounds while we're filming this season. I believe this is the season that we went to video, right?
Yeah, season 5.
Season 5 is what
What?
we transitioned to video,
Yeah,
or late season 4,
yeah, late
something
season
like
4.
that.
Yeah,
But for first full season, I think, in video format. And it's been working great for us, folks. Thanks for the feedback. Thanks for the love, man. Thanks for following, for
yeah.
subscribing, for you listening, for commenting, for engaging, for just everything that you are for us, and hopefully that we are for you. We thank you for that. Yeah, man, we're gonna
Absolutely.
review season 5 and talk about the good things, the nuggets, and all the beauty that is season 5, and give you a little sneak peek on season 6.
Yeah, we went through and just made little notes so we won't make this episode so long.
Yeah,
So we're just gonna go through like different notes and stuff that stuck out to us and
the
stuff.
the key
Yeah,
points, the takeaways from season 5, if you will,
yeah,
because I thought about that at first, right? I was like envisioning the prep, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go episode by episode, and I'm
mm,
gonna put a takeaway for every episode, blah, blah. And I go on, I look at the docu prep, and I was like, God damn, well, how many damn episodes did we do?
yeah. Because we were doing like maybe between 10 and 12 episodes a season, maybe up to 15. But like you said, we
Mhm.
added the true payroll crime on this one, and it's
Yep.
just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's that expands it.
Yeah.
Yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, man.
All right. So I think the number one thing that stood out to me this season was that data is in danger.
Agreed.
And a lot of that we found out through our true payroll crime stuff
Hmm.
that we did, episodes that we did,
Yep.
is that it's huge that
Yeah.
people have to understand that there seems like there's more and more attacks that are occurring.
Well, we reported it here. The
Yeah.
trend is 2.5 trillion, and it's expected to hit 10.5 trillion dollars by 2025 in cybercrime revenue, meaning the hackers are going to successfully steal 10.5 trillion dollars by 2025.
And what did that one episode say? That was like a country's
Oh
GDP.
my gosh, it would
That
be
would
the
be the
third
third largest in the
the
world.
world. So think about that, folks. So that is why, and our takeaway for this is that we are gonna commit to reporting about data and cyber threats as a mainstay, as part of the show, right? As part of
Mhm.
what our commitment is to deliver for you folks, for our payroll folks, is to constantly stay in the know about what's going on, how the cyber attacks are moving, where are they moving, what's the trend,
Yeah.
right? So stay tuned for that because we will continue to deliver cyber threat news, integrity news.
It's important because a company may find out if they listen to our show, they may have found out from us
Yeah,
if it impacts them
that's right.
or impacts somebody in their family. Like you
That's right.
never know.
Yeah.
Like we may be the voices that push it out there, even though we may not
Yeah.
create the initial report for it or the initial article that we share.
Yep.
But us putting it out there may alert somebody that is in this sector that's been impacted by that scam or whatever. Like, we went over so many things when it came to this data stuff, phishing, scamming, making sure that you use the right security for your stuff and not using personal stuff for
Yep.
your
Best
business stuff, like
practices.
not
Yeah.
intertwining those things, like best
Yep.
practices and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think that kind of goes in to why data is in danger, is because of all the innovation that we're seeing
Yes.
that's going into the digital world. And
Yep.
that leads us to our second point here, is that AI is becoming the new it factor, in my
Yes.
opinion. It's
Yeah.
like the new
It's the
thing that we
yeah.
have to look out for.
It's the shiny new thing right now. So
Yeah.
everybody's focused on it. So, oh my gosh, AI, AI. Oh wow, wow. And it
Yeah.
is amazing. I'll be honest with you. If you're a savvy payroll person and you're on the cutting edge of technology and you're staying
Mhm.
on in the know about the trends, then you are getting excited about this. And
Yeah.
our number one takeaway is you have to be part of this movement. Okay.
Yeah.
Do not reject AI, because if it goes the way that it's projecting, we will
Mhm.
be the ushers. We will be the people who usher it into our companies and handle it for our companies and manage it as part of it, payroll.
A see or no here that you put. You want to get into that as
Yeah.
well?
Oh, absolutely. We just talked about this a few shows back. As we watch the payroll space and continue to see the advances, we've learned that over 50% of HR managers are looking to incorporate AI in the next 12 months. Okay.
That's not a long time.
That's now. Like that's now, because implementations take 12 months. Like, you kidding me? For payroll folks, and you say, "Oh, Brian, that's HR." Correct. But we know the holy trinity of payroll, right? Finance, HR, payroll. So,
Yes, you work in tandem. You
yeah,
work in tandem with those
those
departments
teams. Yeah.
at your jobs, and sometimes payroll can fall right in under
Yeah.
HR.
Yep.
We're at a company now that payroll has
Mhm.
just transitioned from finance to HR, and
Yep.
I've been on the other side where I've been
Yes.
in HR and transitioned to
Finance.
finance. So
That's right. That's right.
this, no
So,
matter
yeah, it
where you
doesn't
are,
matter.
payroll, you're gonna feel some impact from this.
What happens as a payroll professional, and this is a good call out, because I don't know if I've ever said this and articulated it. Like, it can be gleaned, but I don't know if we've ever said it outright. If you're a payroll professional, it's the holy trinity. You need to
Mhm.
pay attention to both departments and what all is happening in the world of finance and in
Yes.
HR as a payroll professional, because again, it's the holy trinity of payroll. You are either reporting to one of those departments, but regardless, you are have to work in tandem with both departments.
Yep.
So whatever's going on in those spaces is going to impact payroll. So pay attention to it. Yeah, AI is a big factor. We want to know how. We want to stay a part of that conversation, folks. So
We
yeah,
need to. It's going to become a part of the sector if it's not already.
yeah,
We're even seeing it in our current corporation. We're
yep,
seeing it like slowly being brought into different
hmm,
phases of our work
yep.
environment. So it's coming. It's
Oh yeah,
coming.
it's definitely coming. So another great thing was our guests. We had
Yeah,
some amazing
amazing.
guests this
Yes. Yeah.
season.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I call it gurus because I know Masterclass is a brand. That's their brand, Masterclass.
Mhm.
But that's what it makes me think of. But it's guru level lessons. Like, we're getting lessons from payroll gurus that are
Oh,
dropping
yes.
these gems. Folks, if this is your first episode you're hearing, go back and listen to the guests that we've had. Take out your notepads,
Oh my gosh.
take out
Yes.
your whatever you're gonna do to get you some notes from that. You're gonna learn some stuff from each and every guest that we've had.
And most of these people along our conversations, even during the episode or behind the scenes stuff that we've had conversations with them, most of them are receptive and open to receiving that contact directly from our listeners.
Oh yeah.
So there's
Oh
been
yeah, for
times where
sure.
we post this somewhere and
Yep.
a listener will comment on something and say, "Hey, can I reach out to you?
Hmm?
Oh, this is so amazing," and they
Yep.
can that way.
Yep.
So one of the big thing here is that community is
Yes.
everything. This is another reason why we did this. Going back to
Yep.
the beginning of
Yep.
it's about payroll. It's about community for us. It's
Hmm.
about payroll. It's about people.
People. Yep.
So it's about sharing our knowledge, sharing our payroll wisdom.
Experiences.
Yes, all these people are
Yeah.
so approachable and so humble and down to earth when
Yep.
you get to know them and talk to them more and stuff like that. And they just want to help other people.
Yeah.
That's the most prevalent things that stood out to me.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's the community is everything, like you said there and mentioned. But yeah, so that was a big part of season 5. Um, again, as we said in the beginning, true payroll crime, big something that we thought that would be like a once in a while fun thing and so type
Yeah.
right type of thing has. I mean that folks, thank you for again, thank you for the feedback. We to the point that we people call us the payroll police now, and
Mhm.
that's not that's we like the voices of payroll. But look, again, like I said, if you calling us anything, we'll take it. And
Yeah.
but there
If
are,
you're tuning in, we'll take it.
yeah, for real. Mm. There's a few takeaways to learn
Yeah.
from these true payroll crimes, right? What we've seen, patterns, thing. If you're an owner, the temptation is so much greater because we see so many stories, so many things where these
Yeah.
owners of payroll businesses are going to jail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So again, if you're looking to become a payroll owner, if you are one now, be careful with that temptation. It is not worth it. It is not worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And then you have the other notes here. It's like there's
Mm,
two origins of attack. What do you mean by
yes.
that? That's the internal and external. So
So
what do you
what
mean by
we've, yeah, what we've learned, just thinking about the trends and the case, because there's some, I know you, Walt we're both producers and co-hosts of this show, right? We're our own team, folks. This is all me and Walt. So Walt does the production on the true payroll crimes, and he gets frustrated sometimes. He's like, "Ah, man, it's the same, and I want to find something new so we can deliver something new." But I'm like, "Look, there's something to be said with the same though." Because that means that we got to tell our folks to be careful about certain things because it's trending, right? It's trending. And this is one of them. Well, both these are the things that I've taken out of the trends. You're going to
that?
get it. The true payroll crime is internal or external. It's the
Mhm.
internal fraud from it's somebody working internally, whether that be the owner or a payroll person that thought they got slick and they thought they're smarter than the system and they wanted to, and they've gotten away with a lot of money, but they've gotten caught. They always get caught. So that's the internal fraud, right? Then there's the external hacker attempts, the external threats on your environment, on your eco stack, on your tech stack, and all that good stuff. So as a payroll pro, we have to prepare on both fronts, right?
Yeah.
You have to be internally looking for those ghost employees and these abnormalities in your pay, right? You have to establish your baseline and watch for abnormalities. And
Yeah.
then again, the external, I would suggest you get every department involved as you can because
Yeah.
the emails go to all over the place. So this is why I say you got to partner with every department when for the external threats. I mean, in the and the internal threats too. You partner with who it makes sense with, but the external
Mhm.
threats are going to everybody. These phishing emails go to anybody. They find your roster, they find your job titles, and they're attacking the people who make sense on these things at any level in any department.
Yeah.
So we have to be careful.
Absolutely, man. Great points on that. I want to go back to your first initial note here. Is that if you're an owner, the temptation is greater.
Yeah.
But if you're in the payroll world, that it was a myriad of choices, maybe some bad ones, and
Hmm.
decisions that put them in a position to make those other bad decisions, those detrimental ones. Like there was even some stories that we did that some people were murdered.
Hmm.
Like some people got killed because of somebody's bad decision to try to rob
Yep.
or steal
Yep.
from payroll or whatever. You
Yep.
know, there was some crazy stuff that went on. If you're feeling like that, I'm not saying that you are as a listener, but if you're feeling like that, or you notice some signs of someone that may be starting to do some questionable things, you might want to just notate that and just be aware of that, just in case that you may be facing that temptation right now. as a business owner or a payroll professional, and it may not be intentional. You want to research before you do anything that impacts money, that impacts the bottom line for your business. You may want to check yourself before you wreck yourself.
But it's very in line with your brand because here's Walt saying, "Hey, here's an olive branch," and that's cool. And that's, but you bring up a good point because I think there's an opportunity for, and I don't know how this plays out in corporate, but like mental wellness checks, financial wellness checks with
Yeah,
your payroll team.
yeah.
Because think about it, if your payroll people are struggling financially, if there's one of them that's just struggling, they may
Remember that
be at
stat. Remember that stat. 60% of Americans live
paycheck.
paycheck to paycheck.
Yep.
Payroll professionals are in that group.
Oh, 60% of us are in that group. You know what I mean? So it's, yeah, you gotta, and I say approach it with extreme caution. That I don't know what the right way is, and it's making me think now, how can we be a part of that solve and help managers like talk to their teams and give them some, I don't know what the tools are, folks. If you know what it is, please reach out to us and let us know because there's an opportunity there. And I think that's where what Walt is saying is like uh crimes of I don't know, circumstance
Yes.
where they their money situation is tight and they're like just desperate. I think of always John Q. You've ever seen that movie John Q with Denzel Washington? I
Mm-hmm.
always think of that movie when I think of these of any crime that somebody's done. Wow, you don't know the other side of it, right?
Oh yeah.
And there's
Yeah.
some that are just heinous, and I'm not talking about that. I'm just
Yeah.
those questions like, dang, you stole food so that your family could eat.
Yes, you understand. You don't. You're not saying that you agree with the
Yeah, it's not
crime,
okay. It's not okay.
but you can I guess identify with the reason why they did it. Like, oh,
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
this
again,
person, this
John,
person
yep.
is struggling with
And
their son's health stuff, or this
right.
person is struggling with they have a sibling or a daughter
Yep.
or someone in their family who's struggling with addiction of some sort,
Yep.
and it's killing their finances or whatever.
Yep.
You never know
Yeah.
somebody's story.
Yep.
Great point. Great call out on that, Brian.
It's some and a chance for proactivity, right? Because if you
Yeah,
know your person is going through it before they do it, there's a chance
yeah,
to help them.
yeah.
Maybe there's again resource alone. You never know, folks. Oh my gosh, I can do that. Oh man, maybe they're too prideful. Then I'll help you. It's okay.
Hey,
Whatever it is.
even in some case, I worked for this one company where they found out that somebody had created a ghost employee
No way.
and was stealing from the company, and they found out who it was and who did it, and they found because at that time the person could go in, and the managers at the manager level, people at the manager level, they could go in and make changes to their employees in the system. So HR and payroll didn't have to do it; the manager could do it. So they tracked it down.
Mm,
They changed the person's account to the same account information that they had in their own bank account. They pulled her in the office and they said, "Hey, we found this. Why'd you do it?" And she gave them her why behind it, and it's because she was struggling. It's because she was struggling. Had now that's the story that she told.
okay.
But and then there were some people who could like corroborate that and say, "Hey, yeah,
Let's assume it's true.
like it said, oh yeah, she is struggling.
Yep.
She's like she was going through this and going through that or whatever." And because of her honesty, the company kept her on. So you're gonna have to pay that money back, but they kept her on. They said, "This is one chance I'm giving you," because they didn't want to destroy her career. They didn't want to destroy. Yes, this is between us, but if you ever do this again, it's over for you.
He was given some grace.
Yep.
Wow. Or
Now,
he
not a lot of companies do
yeah.
that.
No, I
Not a
bro,
lot of companies that do that.
I'd be hard pressed to do that, man. I'd be hard pressed to do that because that is like immediate
It breaks the trust.
break.
Breaks the
Yeah,
trust.
the trust is broken. You're in a trusted position. It's not like you're just the receptionist or you have zero, you're a whatever. I don't know, no, non-financial impact. You're a payroll person. You
Mhm.
have financial impact, man. Uh, that's a good story, man. But that's my point. Can we give them grace? Is there a way to be proactively
It's tough.
evaluating financial wellness and mental wellness with a team? I think there's legalities still that there's HIPAA stuff with finance. There's all kind of barriers to this, but it's something that I think we need to think about as AI and as all of this stuff starts to grow. What's going to be more important? The people skills, the soft skills, how we interact as people. Because guess what? If AI is doing everything, what's left for us? The soft skills.
Mhm.
How are we dealing with our customers, helping the
Yep.
customer experience, helping the employee experience, right? That will be the conversation. And yes, of course, we'll still be managing systems, but with AI, it may become a lot easier, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. What else? That was true crime. Yep. And then the last one, what we will continue to expand and talk about and learn about is global payroll.
Yep.
We've had our experiences with global payroll, but in the US, it's different because unless you work with a company that has business overseas, you're
Mhm.
limited to the US payroll and
Yep.
multi-state, like some global folks have given us kudos. Multi-state is just as hard as in-country payroll. I think that was a nice gesture, but I think multi-country payroll is a lot harder.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And only to because I'm thinking about it because the main difference, right, from multi-state to multi-country is that you can get one payroll system to handle multi-state, but there is no one global payroll system yet.
Yeah.
At
It's
best, you can have a top end system that it all reports up to so that you can get your reporting out of one place. But think about
Mhm.
the mapping that you must go through to make that happen. I, I am not a I don't envy any of the global payroll professionals out there. I'm glad to know you, and I'm glad to do it too. Like I said, I have done global payroll, and it is cool. It's a great challenge. You get to talk to people all over the world, and so it's awesome. If that's all you need to do is manage that part, then
Mhm.
yes. And that wraps it up, folks. Those were the takeaways for season 5.
Yep.
Mm. We had an amazing time doing it, and now we're ready for gearing up for season 6.
Yes.
Um, yeah, man, we're excited about season 6. We're gonna keep talking payroll. We'll
Yeah.
keep talking payroll. There's so much to bring again with cybersecurity, with AI developments, with global payroll, with specialty learning the nuances and things and
Yeah.
staying compliant. Anything we can to help the community is why we're here, man.
Yep.
Thank you,
Yep.
sir. If that's it,
Yep.
folks, until the next time, till next
Every
week,
season six.
till season 6. Yep, that's right. Look out for the first drop of season 6. After this, it's going to be an exciting show. We had a lot of fun recording it, and I think you guys will love it. So stay tuned. Until the
Stay
next
tuned.
time, we love you. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to It's About Payroll. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly,